Did you know that there's a place in England where you can see a breathtaking, massive, and mysterious stone monument that is as old as the Great Pyramids of Egypt? Today, I'm going to take you to the beginning of European and British history at one of the most famous must-see sites in all of England, Stonehenge. Discover with me what exactly Stonehenge is, why it's so important, why I liked it a lot more than I thought I would, and what exactly you can expect if you get the chance to go there yourself. This is the third episode in my new series where I'm attempting to travel the entire history of Europe, from the very beginning all the way to the modern day. This is a dream of mine, and I'm making it come true one fantastic site at a time. Come and enjoy it with me. So my friend and I were staying for 2 months in one of my favorite cities in all of Europe, Budapest, Hungary. So I had to fly to London, England, and take a train to Salisbury, England, and then a tour bus to the Stonehenge Visitor Center, and then another free shuttle from the Visitor Center to the actual stones. And then, there you are, transported back in time. In a time veiled by mist and shrouded in mystery, the ancient inhabitants of Stonehenge walked a land untouched by the comforts of modernity. Picture a landscape of sweeping green plains, dotted with ancient forests and teeming with wild creatures that roam freely. The air is alive with the sounds of nature, the rustle of leaves, the haunting calls of distant creatures, and the whisper of wind as it dances through the fields. The inhabitants, clad in animal hides, dwell in humble huts, their lives intricately entwined with the rhythms of the natural world. So the first thing you get to see when you get to Stonehenge is they have this awesome recreation of the types of dwellings where the inhabitants who worshipped at Stonehenge would have actually lived. You literally get to step inside the homes of the Stone Age people. So here I am inside a stone house with a thatched roof, which they believe that the people who lived and probably built and had rituals at Stonehenge lived in homes just like these. So these are recreations of where our prehistoric ancestors would have lived. I mean, I'm gonna say, it feels pretty cozy. So they also have a sample. This is an exact replica of one of the Stonehenge stones. And you can touch it and see how big it is when it's laid down like this right next to you. Grandpa? Stonehenge is believed to have been constructed in several phases between 3000 BCE and 2000 BCE, making it over 4,000 years old. Stonehenge's primary structure, known as the Sarsen Circle, is made up of 30 upright sandstone megaliths topped with lintels. Inside the circle, there's an arrangement of smaller blue stones, some of which are believed to have been brought from Wales. It's widely believed that Stonehenge served as a ceremonial site, possibly used for religious rituals, burials, or astronomical observations, due to its alignment with the solstices. The Pyramids of Giza and Stonehenge, two marvels of ancient civilizations, were built pretty much at the same time. The pyramids showcase the engineering prowess and belief in the afterlife of the Egyptians, while Stonehenge represents the Neolithic people's connection to the cosmos and their harmonization with nature. The Egyptians' advancements in mathematics, writing, and centralized authority definitely shaped future civilizations. Meanwhile, Stonehenge's alignment with the celestial patterns reflect the transition from hunter-gatherer societies to more settled communities and the pursuit of scientific inquiry. Together, these iconic structures harmonize and symbolize humanity's unwavering quest for knowledge, spiritual understanding, and lasting impact on the world. The actual stones of Stonehenge are predominantly made up of two types of rocks: the larger sandstone blocks, called sarsens, and the smaller bluestones. The sarsens, which form that outer circle, and the trilithons, as they're called, are made up of a type of sandstone called silcrete. This dense and durable rock was likely sourced from Marlborough Downs, located about 20 miles north of Stonehenge. The bluestones, on the other hand, are a diverse set of rocks, including spotted dolerite, rhyolite, and volcanic tuff. These bluestones are believed to have been transported from the Preseli Hills in Wales, over 150 miles away, without horses. This adds to the mystery and awe surrounding Stonehenge's construction. You basically can go all the way around them. Some spots are closer than others, but sometimes it's nice to be further away. I really like how they arranged that. Well, I ended up getting a really, really nice day. I've never been to Stonehenge before. It's sunny. Actually, I couldn't ask for better weather, even though it's fall. Stonehenge isn't that far from London, and I've been to London many times. But I never really was that excited about coming because I thought it was like cheesy tourist trappy type thing, and like, so what, stones. I know it's prehistoric, but I don't know. It just seemed like something that everybody does, like the Eiffel Tower. I've never been here. I'm looking at them now. I'm about to get closer, and I'm really impressed. They're mossy. They just look so realistic. So not Vegas-y. They were explaining on the bus here that most of England 3,000 years ago would have been very wooded and forested, but this area would have actually been a place where even prehistoric people were grazing cattle. So it would have been unforested in this actual area where this Stonehenge is. So it probably looked really similar in a lot of ways. Of course, there would be no tourists. So this is about as close as you can get, and it's a lot closer than I thought. It's really not that far. You have to pay extra to come before hours or after hours. You can actually touch the stones, but you have to reserve that like 4, 5, 6 months in advance. I wasn't able to do that. So I'm actually really impressed with how close I can get. Just gonna have to sound like a cheesy tourist today because I'm really loving it. I would honestly say it's a much more beautiful experience than I thought it was going to be. All right, the clouds have rolled in and I'm rolling out. Let's say goodbye to this fabulous prehistoric site of Stonehenge. We'll see you next time. Don't forget to subscribe and click the notification button if you want to be notified every time there's a great new video. Thank you so much, and would love to hear from you in the comment section. The whole experience coming here for me was a lot deeper than I'd thought for years that it would be. I've seen so many people post stories about Stonehenge, and it's something that you have to do, so I kind of resisted it for a while, thinking it was a cheesy, kitschy tourist trap, but I was really impacted by it because it's the real thing. It's one of the oldest monuments of civilization in Europe, in British culture, and it very well could have been my ancestors who built it and who worshipped here. It's just awe-inspiring to the eyes when you can get up close to it. So these types of stone monuments and burial mounds, which were part of a ritual route that stretched halfway across England, are unique to the Atlantic fringe of Europe, and they represent a remarkable early attempt to create some form of permanence and some connection with the greater universe. This was my ancestors and our European ancestors trying to connect in a way that was more deep than anything that had been experienced before, and to make something lasting. It's just breathtaking and mind-blowing. The northern and western fringes were by no means remote backwaters prior to Roman or Norman influence like we sometimes think. They were the progenitors of a sophisticated and revolutionary society, and of ways of life for early human society. Thanks for coming along with me. If you were blown away like I was with this stop on the path of civilization, stick around for more as I travel the history of Europe in the next season of my European History Odyssey, right here on this channel. I also invite you to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you are the first to know when a new episode comes out. I'm Toby Nomad, and see you next time.